Did you look at the Titans from Hearthstone and think, wait a minute, some of these aren't actually Titans? Well, then you're not alone. I'm talking about the Rogue and Death Knight and the neutral Titan from the mini-set specifically. One is a giant mech, the other a god of death, and the last one is also kind of a god of death, at least according to himself, but he's really an old god. I mean, they're all powerful beings surely, but they're just not Titans. But what if they were Titans? So this video is how I would have done Hearthstone's Titans. Let's start by trying to reinvent the Rogue Titan. In the promotional material for Hearthstone Titans, the Titan Telus was mentioned as the void-corrupted world soul that was destroyed by Saras millennia ago. But Telus ended up playing no role in the expansion. I figured since rogues are all about shadows, or at least hiding in the shadows, a void-corrupted Titan would be perfect for them. Since this Titan wouldn't be a mech, Voltron's abilities no longer really make sense, so I came up with a redesign for how Telus' new abilities would work. Presenting Telus the Voidborn. Telus is the cheapest Titan yet, with a cost of only 5, but Telus also comes with limited power. Beyond its Titan abilities, Telus is summoned with stealth for 1 turn, allowing you more time to trigger her abilities. Speaking of the abilities, they are: draw 2 cards, gain stealth for 1 more turn. Fill your hand with temporary combo cards, they cost 2 less. And choose 3 minions, return them to their owner's hand. You could go for her first, slightly weaker ability and extend your time to potentially use all of the abilities, or you might pick one of the more swingy options. Regardless, you'll probably have a good chance of using more than one of her abilities. Now let's look at the Death Knight Titan. I always thought it was strange that Demon Hunter got Argus as their Titan. In World of Warcraft, Argus was infused with death magic by the Nathrezim for thousands of years and used to break the cycle of death by the Jailer. He's even referred to as a Death Titan, so to me it just made a lot more sense that Argus would be given to Death Knight. That said, I really like the abilities of the Primus, even if he wasn't the most powerful of Titans. So this rework of Argus maintains the Primus' old abilities, but with a reskin of Argus' abilities. Well, that kinda leaves Demon Hunter without a Titan. And with Telus also being used, there's really not a lot of Titans available to choose from. I could do like Blizzard did for Amethyst and just invent a new character, but I have another idea in mind. There's a Titan that has gone through a significant change. Saras wasn't always the evil character we know him as today. Once he was the champion of the Pantheon. Instead of leading the demons, he hunted them down wherever he could find them. He was a completely different character, so for Demon Hunter, this version of Saras would become their Titan. I've also thought of a new design for this new Titan. Saras the Champion is a 6-mana 4/7 Titan. Additionally, Saras' left and rightmost abilities would trigger an additional time. His abilities are: silence a random minion in your opponent's hand, deck and battlefield, which actually means 2 minions in their hand, deck and battlefield because it's the leftmost ability. Or give your hero +3 attack and immune this turn, they may attack 1 additional enemy. And finally, draw a card and reduce its cost by 3, or rather 2 cards because it's the rightmost ability. Like I said, the left and rightmost ability trigger twice, but once one of those has been used, the middle ability would now take its place, causing it to trigger twice. When Saras only has 1 ability left, it would trigger 3 times regardless of its original placement. Now for the neutral Titan. Well, I've already kinda used all the options for Titans, so there's really nothing to choose from here. I guess I'll just have to leave Yogg-Saron be. I'm just kidding, there's one more Titan that hasn't been used yet. One I personally thought would be our neutral Titan in the mini-set, because she truly is a neutral Titan. I'm of course talking about Asero. Yogg-Saron's abilities were all very specific to Yogg-Saron, so I've come up with a new design for Asero. Asero is an 8-mana Titan. She has no attack or health because she is permanently dormant. However, after you've used all 3 of her abilities, the abilities will be refreshed. The abilities are: destroy 2 random enemy minions, summon a random legendary elemental, and deal 8 damage to the enemy hero. Well, that's how I would have made Hearthstone Titans. Let me know in the comments which redesign you like the best, and if you prefer any of my designs over Blizzard's ones. That has been all for this video. See you in the next.